Perfect. So I'm just gonna start by introducing myself briefly, so we know who you're talking to. In case you don't know me yet, my name's Lukas. I am now in this industry since for around about 4.5 years. I started as a chatter myself back in the days, and actually now I run one of the biggest chatting agencies in Europe. I do around about 4 million in monthly revenue is what we manage with my chatting agency. And we launched the concept at the beginning of 2024. Before that, I did like some consultings and so on. But now I'm fully focused just on offering chatting agency services. And that's why Arthur hit me up and asked me for some presentation for chatting advice. First of all, thank you very much for the invitation. Hope I can deliver the value that you all expect. And afterwards, we're going to have a Q&A. So feel free to ask me whatever you are busy with inside the chatting, and then I don't want to bore you and get right into it.
Great. Let's go.
I'm just gonna share my screen here. Okay, you see my presentation window, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You see it still?
Yeah, we can see it. Perfect.
So it's full screen?
Yeah, it's full screen.
Perfect. All right. Great. So I decided to do the presentation about long-term spenders. So because if we think about it, everything that brings us money inside the chatting are fans. And the longer the fans stay on our profiles, the more money we earn. Pretty simple, right? So here just a screenshot why big spenders actually matter. So this is one of the accounts that I manage. As you can see, we are able to have fans that spend six-figure amounts on our profiles. So they spend a fortune on us for a reason. With the following techniques, I'm gonna show you how we do it and why that's possible pretty much. So also last 30 days, you see on some accounts, there are people spend like 5K, 4K, and so on. So most of the spenders that spend like six-figure amounts, they are with us for like at least half a year, but there are also some crazy guys that spend like 50K in 2 months. So this happens, but you can only attract them if you have like a certain chatting behavior. And how this works, I'm gonna explain it all. But big spenders can make up to around 30% of the account's revenue, sometimes even more. And most agencies fail at retaining long-term spenders because most fans are subscribed to multiple creators before becoming a big spender for one, because they kind of want to see, maybe they start off by just being interested in the creator and they just want the content, and some are really invested and some want really intense connections with the creator they're talking to, because you make them believe, hey, I'm actually talking to the creator now instead of to like chatting bots they might be used to from other creators that they are subscribed to. So as you can see, we have here spenders. This is the guy I talked about, 50K in 2 months, and one guy since 1 year also, and it's like really, really heavily invested because they will spend also regardless of the traffic, and they don't care about they are just once at the model that they decided to subscribe to, and then they want to build up the relationship. They really want to see, I'm her online boyfriend now. So, and they don't care if you have low traffic, they will spend. So it's like something that we build reliably, and they're always able to then keep up your revenue regardless of if your traffic fluctuates or not. So that's really important when it comes to scaling your account through the backend. And that's why we want them, and they matter a lot. Yes, is there a question? Or someone unmuted to say?
No question.
Okay, because I was hearing something. Perfect. So let's get right into it. So the 3 most important parts when it comes to building a big spender. So first of all, what you really, really need to teach your chatters is aftercare. So what do I mean by aftercare? Is you all know this, you start selling a script, they buy it, and then goodbye. You will never hear from them again. Because the biggest problem is post-nut clarity. So if post-nut clarity kicks in, you have a massive problem, because then they're like, nice, they're really heavily invested till the last video. And once they finish, you all know what I mean, then they will leave you. or maybe you even refund the amount that they spent on the account. So that's why it is really, really important to give them special attention after receiving a sale, pretty much. So once they finish the whole script, you need to be very authentic afterwards and appreciating, and basically come in with massive positivity and don't just ditch them immediately after, right? So you've probably seen that inside your chats when people, they subscribe, they purchase the whole script, and then your chatters, okay, they sell, and then once they finish the whole script, all right, they move on to the next one. Oh yeah, I feel so sleepy. Bye, Daniel. I need to sleep now. So this is not how we should do it. It's very important that only the fan ends the conversation. Not meaning that you should chat for 10 hours afterwards, but you should definitely bring it into the mindset of your chatters that they do not end the conversation. They should always be like, okay, ask him questions, show interest in their person, because now we got what we want. Now it's really about, okay, we want to maintain this specific spender on the account and make sure they are long-term subscribed. Already bringing in some teasing for maybe the next sessions, making sure, okay, in a couple of days, yeah, I ordered this outfit already. I can't wait. I really need to show you something. You will love it. Oh my God, this was so fun, and so on. So really customizing it and hyping it up already for the next session. That's what good aftercare means. So he also thinks of you outside of this platform. That's very important, that he does not forget the session and hops onto the next creator next time. You want to make sure that you bind him to your creator. The next thing is daily messaging. So even though they do not spend every single day, we want to make sure that we at least approach them once a day. So just like, hey, this is me right now. I had to think of you while walking to the bus today because I saw a couple kissing or whatever. So making sure that, with those little hints, you message them daily, show them that you are thinking of them. And if you invest something, they will invest back, not only emotionally, also financially, of course. Some will end up tipping you because you do not try to sell directly. Just, you want to make sure that they don't forget you. So that's the part of daily messaging. And then you can still see, okay, is there something like a script opportunity that you can come in and say, okay, by the way, what you're doing right now, nice, I'm laying in bed, boom, you set the script again, whatever. You can do smooth transitions here, but at least daily messaging them is really important. Don't only message them, if they answer to I don't know, a story you post or feed post. No, you want to make sure that you proactively approach them as well. And message them once a day, not mass messages. We do not send normal messages to big spinners. We always approach them customized, and this is a big difference already. Then making sure that you're authentic. So the only way to make a real difference in today's market, in my opinion, is being authentic, because you see all of the guys, do me a favor after this call, you should have a research account where you subscribe to 50 different OF models and just look at how they're chatting with you. Spend some money there. I do it, but only for research purposes, of course. So spend some money there and then see how they behave. Will they chat with you in a different way when you spend money? Okay, if yes, okay, they might have a good chatting, they might be my clients. But if not, then you see the difference, right? You just get the spammy behavior. So, and the way you are different is by actually being authentic and by proving, hey, this is a real person that they're chatting to. So that's a very important mindset. Seems to be clear for most, but most people fail then by executing and bringing it into the chatting part actually. So that's very important. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to just unmute yourself or something. But after the presentation, we have a Q&A anyways. So creating a big sum, how does it work? First of all, once they start texting with the creator, we want to make sure that we don't just call them babe, spam heart emojis, do some sex pop talk. Hey babe, how are you? Oh my God, I look so hot right now, blah, blah, blah. No, this is not the right way. Be authentic. How does a normal girl, if you match her on Tinder, how does she talk to you, right? She wants to get to know you, just some basics. And if someone is then really, really horny at the start, okay, you can skip this part and transition directly to a script. But if he just comes in, wants to talk normally, don't be that weirdo that immediately calls everyone babe or baby and so on. They don't buy this stuff anymore. This worked maybe 2-3 years ago, but don't overuse heart emojis and so on. So that's really important. We want to make sure it's realistic affection and they have to earn it. Then just start by normal, balanced conversations and make him feel like he did something different. So it's not about, okay, you should always treat the fan like all the fans the same. So you should make sure that he kind of feels like he's leading the conversation and he has risk, if you know what I mean. So that he's leading it, but it's you really leading the conversation, but he should feel like he's in charge of where this goes to now. So that's the big part. Here's an example. This is on the left side how a sex bot would write, "Hey baby, thanks for subbing, kissing emoji. Babe, I really miss you." This is probably in the first mass message that they sent the same evening. I see this very often when I'm analyzing profiles. So that's something you should really pay attention to, make sure that your chatting does not look like it. And then on the other part, it's something more authentic. "Hey, thanks for subbing. This is normal, girl emoji, you know how it works." And then asking, how he is. Just want to check on you. It's like a mass message that he could receive, sort of like a small talk initiating mass message, but it's just an idea in which direction it could go. Then, when it comes to the profile strategy, so there's not only the chatting matters when it comes to creating big spenders, you should also have a profile that seems approachable for big spenders. And so they do not want to have the feeling that it's some like random hoe that they're talking to. No, you should look like wife material and be approachable for specific kinks, because kinks is where like the real money is at. Big spenders will often have like some kinks that they don't like to express at first, but if you are approachable and people can come up to you and recommend, "Hey, are you open for doing XYZ?" can be definitely beneficial. Then I also added here, deactivate comments if they get too much, because if they see like 10, 20 people commenting under the pin post that you have, this might seem like a turn-off for them because they still want to have the feeling of like exclusivity. So that's important that it does not seem very, very like everyone can message her and so on. Then keep the amount of posts limited. So we have also an example here. So on the first example, there's a creator having like 1.3K posts. You might think the more the better, but to be honest, it's not really the case, because at first, like the negative benefit from this is, or negative side effect from this is that they will spend too much time scrolling through your posts. So then they are less likely to even message you back, because they are so busy with just scrolling through the posts. Maybe it's even enough for them to finish this whole session, if you know what I mean. So that's definitely why you should make sure, around 70 to 100 posts from our experience works the best, and this also helps with the engagement. So it's kind of barely enough for them to be not unhappy with the profile. So they see something, but it's not enough for them to finish, and they still want to get more, which then they need to DM you and make sure it is clearly stated that they should DM you, not saying, "Hey, if you want to see me naked, message me." But do it in a smooth way. You can come up with something here, and just so you explain them how your profile works, that they do not see like boy, girl content, etc., or spam on the feed. This is not really approachable, and no wife material. No, it should seem like the kind of Instagram plus feed. So you all know Instagram profiles from creators. Make sure your F seems the same way, but showing a little bit more nudity. So a little bit more spice in Instagram is always a good go-to when it comes to the profile strategy. Then when it comes to the captions, make sure that they are also authentic and just like reliable. Don't write some crazy stuff there. Just keep it clean, classy, a little bit teasing, bring some character in it. So for example, the creator could cook where she cooks pancakes. Get creative here, really. Don't just always send like selfies in underwear, put it in the feed. No, you should get creative, like really some quality aesthetics, in my opinion. They do work the best. So they create good engagement, always some storytelling, and just overall creating already some kind of picture for the fan to fall in love with. Keeping it clean, classy, and just like a cute girl from next door, depending on your niche. If you have like some golf creator or whatever, trends, so on, different rules apply. But just speaking for the normal OF creator here. Make sure it's approachable, not too spammy, and also not transmitting this kind of sex bot image.
There is a question from Florian who is asking, so you never add new post or you remove the last one and add some new post? If you want to keep it between 70 to 100, you still continue to post new ones and you archive the other one? How do you do it?
Yeah, so what we do is we constantly update the profile. So for example, like between 70 and 100 posts is our go-to. Sometimes when it's like coming closer to 100 posts, I just tell my content managers, hey, please sort that feed out, delete the older ones, because also the appearance might change of the creator. We have new ideas. So it really makes sense to filter the profile and just update it. So yeah, we do private archive old posts and then update them with new posts. That definitely makes sense.
Okay.
Any more questions there, or is that it?
No, it was the only one for now.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, objection handling. So objection handling is like really a big part, in my opinion, when it comes to handling big spinners or even creating them, because most potential big spinners use objections to test limits and just to see how you handle it. So they will bring something up and to see, okay, are you just after their money, or are you like actually an authentic person that they are chatting to? So if they notice that you're not genuine, they will leave you. That's like in most cases. So that's why short reasons over like long pre-made texts, just keep it authentic. Like no girl would now write like a Bible full of like reasons why he should buy this now, and please unlock it now because it's really important to me. Am I not important to you? No. So use we only know each other for X time, X amount time frame, blah blah. So that's pretty much our go-to, keeping it authentic, because we always say like the girl does not need to give him like specific reasons why it's priced that way or why he should do it. No, you want to experience the moment with him, get to know him, and see, okay, is he a fit kind of already going into this frame? Okay, I'm looking for someone I can trust. I'm looking for someone I can that provides stability to me. All of this kind of connects to hey, give me money, or I want to talk to you. So it's very important that it connects with them. If they spend money, that they get attention. But you should not say, hey, if you don't spend money, you don't get attention from me. So they should just connect it within their subconscious with, okay, I behave like a good person. Okay, I get good treatment. If I bring up objections, I do not get good treatment. I also mentioned it in my YouTube videos. Really important that they understand like how this OF thing works. So I give money, I get content, I get affection. So this is very simple. Some people understand, some people don't, and mostly it's the people that bring up objections when like that they don't understand this concept. So make sure you train them with this behavior, but still being positive, because no one likes to be guilt tripped. This is something I read in a lot of chatting guides. Just guilt trip him, make sure he feels bad for not unlocking. No, you should always try to keep it positive, except if you are like some dominatrix kind of niche. Okay, don't be like, hey, please can you watch it? No, you should be approachable, be positive, try like motivation over guilt tripping, and use fear of missing out. Like, hey, it's fine if you don't want to see it, I will just delete it because I believe it's a little bit too spicy to keep it in the chat, haha, but no problem. So by this way, he will think, oh, if I do not unlock it now, if I do not watch it now, I will probably never be able to see it again. And then actually deleting it will again be very authentic and prove your point and show that you are serious about this. So which will probably solve a lot of future objections as well. And that's mostly it about objection handling. Then aftercare, I mentioned that before. You don't build big spinners by selling, you build them by not selling. So it sounds weird, because kind of big spenders are measured by how much they spend, but they actually fall in love with you being interested in them afterwards. So like the whole interesting part of the conversation really happens after the money was earned, pretty much, because then it's time to ask him personal questions. Ask him, I don't know, if he has a hobby or something, ask him, not directly after, but make a smooth way. initiate some kind of conversation where you actually can get to know this person, and then show really like personal interest in this big spender. So you will see how people react to it. You can then express your feelings as well if they express theirs. Oh, yeah, with you I feel very special. I haven't had this feeling in a long time because you seem genuinely interested in me. I really love that, blah, blah. Give them genuine compliments, not just I like you. And you will see that their affection increases by every word that you tell them. And then, give them extra attention, because chatters tend to forget that, since, for them, they won as soon as they got the same, and they don't immediately profit from aftercare. But that's why it's even more important for you. And I guarantee you, most of the chatters are not doing it in the right way. So you need to monitor your chats and really make sure that they do proper aftercare, because aftercare is where big spenders are built. And it's easy to get a fan to like 500 to 1K spent. That's nice. But making sure that they surpass this kind of barrier, that's in my opinion, aftercare is the only way. If they are into like the emotional kind of connection part on OF, if they are just into they like your content, they spend just because they want to see the content, fans like this as well, then the whole concept I just mentioned doesn't really apply. So you catch them by just over delivering with your content. So really making sure your content is on point, that you do something else that people or the other creators in your niche are not doing, and then you will see, you win them because they simply only get what they want on your profile and they don't see it anywhere else. So that's pretty simple. Those guys, I love them. They spend loads of money. If you can maintain their attention and maintain their interest level just because you have high quality content, that's pretty easy. Easier than messaging with someone all the time, like building the connection, because they want this emotional kind of part. But so those two guys exist, and the other guys that we do not really care about, and they're mostly time wasters. So really important. Then you can tell your chatters pretty much that I sell it to them as progress. We always want to make progress. So most chatters are just focused on selling. That's what I meant when I said, most chatters, they care once the script part is done. I did my part, right? But my chatters also get rewarded or they have KPIs for building connections and gathering information. So if you make connection and info gathering also a type of progress, which it definitely is, because it builds towards your goal. Hey, you want to build big spenders? You need to do those three things, not only the selling part. So gathering information and put it in the notes. That's one really important thing, because in most cases you will have like 3 chatters chatting on bigger accounts. I have even like 5 chatters in one shift. So you have to now imagine, either there's one chatter only handling the big spinners. I know some people that do it. So he might have all the information inside his head or written down on his sheet, but other chatters will have problems when they handle this big spinner. And then it comes back to this authenticity problem, that if the big spinner told you a couple of days ago that his dog was at the vet, and one chatter doesn't know this, and then you will have a problem. It does not seem authentic anymore, and you run into it will be weird inside the chats. So that's pretty much it. That's why information gathering. So every chatter has all the information that they need. Put them into the notes. If the notes are not long enough for all the info that you can put in creator hero or info and so on, make sure that you have a structure set up for notes. We have, for example, PDF documents. If a spender is more than, I believe it's 2K in our system, then he has his own PDF document where all the information are put, like stories he told us, important information about his past and so on. So they are all written down in this PDF. I can recommend that you do the same, and all just have access to it, and they do info gathering as one part of progress. Then the next part is building connection, which aftercare is part of. Small talk, deep talk, talking about problems, issues, past, and so on. So really create a detailed personality of your creator, so you also have something to bring to the table when you have deep talk. You can come up with something, but again, make sure that those information are then also shared somewhere, and every single chatter has access to this kind of sheet. Then lastly, it's selling. I mentioned that. monetize your efforts, sell scripts, single PPVs, or nudes can be sold. So I hope I'm not too fast here. I'm talking too fast, showing someone. Feel free to ask. Sorry?
No, it's good. All good.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I just want to make sure I cover all the topic because it's quite an extended topic, but I have to fit it in like 30 minutes. So yeah. Then something very important as well, because I believe you all have those issues. So you will lose a big spender. Like out of nowhere, this specific guy stops replying. So that we have a fix for that, and we tried multiple methods actually to get those spenders back. And that's why I decided also to cover this here. How to reactivate lost big spenders. So what we do is we send them, like our first step is pretty much we send them long love letters to reactivate their feelings. So that's why it's even more important that you before create some kind of love story and put a lot of personality in, because then afterwards, inside those love letters, you can explain like, oh my God, I can't stop thinking about XYZ situation. Be really detailed here. Like the more detailed, the better, because then he sees, okay, this is something customly written, and it's not just, I don't know, some copy and paste stuff. And this actually pays off. So if you write some love, like long kind of love letter to reactivate their feelings, this helps very often, because then we will see like, oh wow, damn, I actually meant something to this girl. One thing. I recommend that you train your chatters to do it, or you do it yourself. Just, collect everything that you had and from the past inside this chat. Bring up notes. That's why, again, important to fill in the notes. So bring all of that into your love letter, and then tell them, hey, you really mean a lot to me. I even thought about you outside this platform. So it kind of hurts my feeling as you stop replying. Can you just please get back to me and explain what I did wrong? And then really go into this issue, why he stopped. So then you can again do objection handling, but you want to get this reply. If you have this reply, then you are inside his head, and that's really, really important when it comes to reactivating them. If that does not work, then we have our specific strategy where we just send them free stuff, because maybe like free stuff that he does not need to pay for will again get them to reply. Sounds weird, yes, but sending them free stuff after they spend like 5K doesn't really hurt you. So if you communicate that to your creator, of course, some creators are not fine with that, but if you explain, hey, look, this is a strategy, we want to get him to reply again, to be able to handle his objection. And one way how to do it is send him like free stuff and frame this into like a customized message again with some kind of love letter. I don't know, by the way, here's me wearing your favorite color. I remember you told me you love red lingerie. Here's me wearing it, and also undressing because I had to think about what we did a couple of weeks ago. And hope this makes you reply to me again. Haha. Stay funny, stay positive. Don't be mad about him not replying. And maybe he'll reply again. And then once he replies, and this, I believe, so either one of those strategies will work. In like 30 to 40% of cases, it does not work from my experience. On some accounts, even lower, but it happens and you did everything you can. But once he replies, make sure please do not sell immediately after he replied again, because then it could seem like, okay, she's just after my money because she wanted to get me to reply. No, like take some time off selling. Make sure you really cover that you investigate his objection. Like, why did he stop replying? Is there something that bothered him? Is there something happening in his private life? So you can help him, and which will again then strengthen your bond that you have between the fan and the creator. So, for example, a big spender who didn't respond in 2 months here, we sent him like a message with free content. I blurred this now, but I just really miss you. Blah blah blah. You can read the screenshot here, but he did not reply in 2 months. What we did, a couple of days afterwards, he then purchased again. You can see for $123, and so this can work, but again, there are some cases where it doesn't work. But it's definitely important. Like bigger accounts, they have probably around hundreds of big spenders, like at least people that spend like $500, and if you kind of use the strategy to get them back, not always sending free stuff, but to the ones that spend bigger amounts, definitely worth it. It can work, and you can reactivate them and increase your earnings with leads or fans that you have currently on your profile, but you're not utilizing them because your chatters are not really interested in them. It's easier to earn money with new fans. 100% correct, but this is what they can do if your traffic slows down. If they have time because you have enough chatters on there, you can even employ a VA that does that. So we did it also, or I let that do my managers. Whatever you like, you can create a system out of it. But reactivating those dead leads is free money, like 100%. It will work in 50-60% of the cases. So just try it out. And feel free to message me on Telegram after with feedback or ask me questions when it comes to that. I'm always happy to reply, not charging you for anything.
I will share his Telegram.
So, then, my final thoughts. It's very, very important during the whole process, or if this should work, you can have the best system, but if chatters do not use it, and if you do not train to make them think long-term, this whole system doesn't work, because they need to have this kind of long-term approach to make sure, okay, if I invest time now, it might pay off later. So this is something that a lot of chatters struggle with, and if you can teach them this kind of mindset, and during the process, give them constant feedback, implement overview structures to monitor them, to make sure, okay, I implement the system now, okay, but is it actually being used? So you have to monitor it somehow. It's either you monitoring your backend manager, or depending on your size, with now more than 60 accounts. I cannot do it myself. My backend managers can do it. We have like overview systems to do it. And it's definitely important that you have that in place as well, depending on your size, to make sure they do proper messaging and aftercare. Because you have to always think that way. The whole market is player versus player. Fans become big spender is set. Like they might become big spender with you, or they will become a big spender for someone else. It's just a matter of where he becomes one. So with following the whole kind of process that I gave, with following like the strategies, or just being more aware of it, it's already a very good step that most of the spenders will become big spenders with your accounts and then spend, because you never know in a wallet of someone. He could tell you, I'm a post student, but still be a doctor earning like hundreds of $1,000s a year. So that's very, very important that you treat every single fan like it's potentially the only fan on the profile. If your chatters like follow this kind of mentality, think long term, then you will see it's going to be a big increase. And in a couple of months, you will see, okay, at least 30-40% of the revenue just come from.
Yeah, what about you? Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Yeah, okay. So just coming from a very, very small percentage of people.
He's good. He's good. I block him.
Okay, easy. Perfect. Yeah. So that was the presentation, my friends.
Sorry for that.
Yeah, feel free to ask questions now about the presentation, and let me know. Answer something. Okay, I'm just gonna start. There was a question: how does this lawsuit will affect agencies? So, in my opinion, like I'm not really too deep into that, because it's kind of more like a problem for the CRMs. But you definitely should be aware of it, that it could happen. In my opinion, it's too early to worry about it. But if you have an US like company and you're a big agency, I know that some bigger agencies I also talk to are involved. Might be a potential problem for them. But for smaller agencies, it won't really be a big issue, in my opinion, except that people will more likely, it's going to make some headlines, chatters on accounts, and it's even more motivation for you to be different than other chatting agencies, or like in general agencies, that your chatting should be so authentic that they never can imagine, okay, this could be a chatter. That's my opinion on that. Can you give us example price tag on how do you set price for a nude video, explicit teasing, and full explicit video? It's not really like a set pricing. We have that pretty much customized for every single creator. But for example, my chatters are not allowed to sell nudes before they sold like the same kind of body part that is shown inside the nude in a script. So really focusing this kind of like scriptable approach, making sure that they only like go through scripts, kind of setting those situations, because you will make more money than, okay, for example, if they ask for a pussy picture, then this is like the highest kind of tier inside the value ladder that they will see. And if you show that directly to them, then why do they have motivation to kind of walk through a script? If they really just push forward and they want to see this, you can try it out and track it if it's possible to track some more for you, like tracking that within chats. Maybe they will buy a script afterwards because they saw what they want to see and they get hungry for more. In most cases, in my opinion, it's not worth it, but this is like the approach we use. Feel free, try it out, see how it works for you. But so we never show anything like in nudes for like low price. We always try, okay, first script, and then this is like the kind of value information I can give you. I cannot, okay, please, groups, you should price at least $20 or so on. You should try it out, track it, but don't sell it like too cheap, if that makes sense. That was a cool presentation. Thank you very much for the feedback. How do you actually incentive chatters to apply authenticity when they are paid to be efficient? That's a good question. So in my opinion, you should have KPI systems, or like in general, just KPIs that you give chatters and then they reward them for. For example, what we do is every 2 weeks, every single chatter can submit kind of like a big spender transformation to us. So they send us a chat, write some stuff, send some screenshots, and then show us, okay, where have they been really authentic? Where have they built great connections? Where have they reactivated lost big spenders? And then if you like it, feel free to reward it. But giving out like for such transformations, giving out like $100 to a chatter like every 2 weeks, for example, depending on the size of your team, can be great. So making that a KPI where they can get rewarded for, so they know, I do be authentic, I do get money. So that's kind of like the connection that you should make with them. And if you reward that as a company, can be very, very beneficial from what we noticed. Same as reply time, setting straight KPIs for that, rewarding them. Reply time, being authentic, big spender transformation, purchase rates you can reward. There's a lot of KPIs that Creator Hero also shows you. So making sure that they follow this, and always the best 1 or 2 people inside your chatting team will be rewarded. And you will see magic happening because all the chatters are money hungry. And if you follow that, this will make a difference. So they always prefer to toss clients out and spend time on other scripts. Yeah, okay, I answered that. What's your pricing strategy for...
you replied already,
Yeah, probably as well. Do you prepare your managers, chatters to be prepared for the arrival of AI being used full-time for chatting? It's actually interesting. So I tried multiple AIs. I do believe in maybe like a year, maybe 1.5 years, 2 years, AI will be able to take over a part of chatting. I believe it's going to be like a hybrid thing. Maybe AI will take over half of the account, and big spender chatting is going to be done by chatters. But I think it is really difficult for AI to build genuine connections and really, create those long-lasting relationships, because at some point, like you will notice if you check some AIs that are currently out, you will see, okay, they're pretty much just they're selling. Yes, they can send out PPVs, it's great, but building connections becomes even more important if AI is on the market, because if your chatters are doing it better than any AI could potentially do it, why does a creator have any reasons to give money to an AI if she knows, okay, this AI sells, but my chatters can build genuine relationships. They have spenders that spend 50K in 2 months. I'm going to stick with them. So it just should be motivation, in my opinion, to focus even more on relationship building than you're already doing it. So that's what I tell my team also. Was giving too much value? Yeah, thank you very much. What do you think about AI chatting? I answered that. There are some AIs out there. They do work, they can sell, but they cannot build relationships. So that's really like my thoughts. But it might change. I hope not. Then I will be without work. But we will see. What do you think about OFM hybrid? I don't know what hybrid means. Maybe you can.
It's like On social media, you use AI, so probably face swap, and on fan platform, you use like a real model.
Okay. Yeah, I have some clients doing that actually. It works. Also, the chatting kind of part works. My opinion is you need to build even more like a personality for your creator, because they do not have really one, because it seems like, okay, this is an AI, maybe they will notice, but if again you can show personality inside the chats and come up with an interesting personality, it also works inside the chatting. So and it brings revenue regardless, so definitely a good thing. And I believe AI is going to be half the whole adult industry market in a couple of years, so it's definitely something to look into. Thanks so much for the value. What is a good script for you? Very suspicious of teasing. A good script for me, I mean, is one that is authentic, kind of. So you should always, I aim for around 5 to 6 videos. So if, like now to talk in numbers, 5 to 6 videos, you should make sure that the quality is good, audio quality, the visual, like there's visual quality that is top notch, that already differs from other creators. And you should make sure that there's kind of like a vibe create. You can create vibes by interesting lighting. You can create vibes by the voice of the creator. You should make sure that the kind of value that you create is increasing, like video by video. And if you think about how value on OF is created, then there is no really like, okay, yeah, everyone knows, okay, pussy is worth $50 and boobs is no. It's pretty much you decide out of thin air, you make up prices for your creators. So you should create value by words, by the length of the video, and what you show inside the video. So all of this like plays into, okay, what can you charge for it? And if the value is reasonable for the price, then this is a good script. So that's pretty simply said, but that's why it's even more important to give the creator very, very strict, or like not strict, but detailed instructions. Okay, what should I do? How long should I do it? What kind of background should I have, etc. So making sure all of that is given is definitely beneficial for a good script. So don't just make sure that they can decide whatever they like. I like to give some like time given, amount of medias, length of the videos, and so on, background. I like to give them ideas on that, because I know, okay, this concept works, and what they do inside the video, they can variate, but it depends on your creator what kind of instructions you can give her there. But that's summarized a good script for me. How do you make sure to keep the reply time low, but always make sure the chatting quality is high? Also by using a proper overview system. So making sure that your chatters are overviewed, because yes, I know the problem. Okay, you give now a KPI to someone, like to chatters, and if you reply below 1 minute, you get a bonus. Then they will just reply like very fast without like really taking care about the kind of answer that they're given. So that's why you have to have overviews. Overviews are people that consistently watch 24/7 your chatters and make sure, okay, they follow your advice. So if they see this person, he is replying fast, but he's not putting any emotions like into the chats and just replying like short answers, it's wrong. So you pretty much can only check that by extra muscles you bring in the company. So that's why I have my chatters. Then I have people that constantly overview my chatters, making sure they follow our instructions. And then I have backend managers that give consistent feedback every 72 hours to my chatters, making sure they get feedback. Hey, you do reply too fast, you do reply without any emotions, change that or you're going to be kicked. I kick around about like 30 chatters a month and I hire 40. So always kicking chatters, making sure you keep this kind of like strict policy. If you do follow the rules, you get to stay. If you perform, you get to stay. If not, you have to go. So that's definitely strategy that I use there. Then wait, I have to change my lighting here. It's kind of.
I have a quick question for you, Lucas.
Yeah.
How, because there's people who are looking, or even content creators that are watching, probably. How do you make the difference between a good chatting agency and a bad chatting agency? And what are the current price on the market? According to you.
Yeah, so in my opinion, like a good chatting agency gives you chatters that only chat on your account. So because most of the chatting agents on the market, they will throw you into a pool and then let most of the chatters chat on your account. Like you have 10 different chatters chatting on the same account here and there, and then they will swap all the time. But you should have a core team that is just supposed to display like your personality of your creator, because then again we come back to our like be authentic, and you can only be authentic if you display one certain personality. And this is kind of like the biggest difference between a good chatting agent and a bad one. And yes, obviously, like being professional, not being this kind of like pimp smoking cigars, renting cars in Dubai, and I don't know, also having like his own his own model agency on the side. There's a lot of people in the market that have that. So because then I would ask myself as a creator, okay, why should you give me the best chatters now if you could just keep them for yourself and earn more? So for myself, I do not have a marketing agency. I do not know much about marketing, have some experience there, yes, but I'm just focused since 4.5 years on chatting, and that's why I work with 7-figure creators. So that's pretty much the difference between, in my opinion, a good chatting agency and a bad one. But maybe some people will disagree.
Okay.
So,
And what is because I mean, like, there is quality or quantity, and the best is quality. So of course, quality in general is higher price in terms of like percentage.
Yep.
So what is like the current market? And if you can say, because I saw like some people interested probably like with your current chatting agency. So if you can say your deal and what is your offer, you know?
Also, I mean, in general, I prefer that people just shoot me a DM, because
Okay.
I try to keep it quite like low amount of clients, and always make sure that the clients I work with, they are very successful. So that's why I only have like 20 clients right now, making around about 4 million monthly revenue. So I'm quite selective there. But if someone is interested, feel free to message me, shoot me DM. We can definitely hop on a call and talk about all of that, like pricing and so on.
Cool.
So,
and you take a minimum, no? Like per creator?
Yeah, it should be around like 20K a month in monthly revenues already flowing through the accounts. But we can work some out if you message me for sure.
Cool. I will put your Telegram everywhere.
There are a lot more questions actually.
Yeah. We have 5 minutes left. Like this.
5 minutes left. Okay. The guys of the questions I do not answer now. Feel free to just like message me the same question. I will answer it for free, and I do not try to sell you something. It's I'm just here because Arthur is a great guy, and I wanted to give some value. I do weekly calls in my Telegram group already. I'm gonna do some self-advertising here. Sorry for that, but feel free to join.
Do your things. Like I mean, like there is no paid promotion. Everything. Like we already partnered together for like some models in the past. It was like professional job, etc. So I was thinking, let's bring Lucas in the call and bring value to everyone. So it's all good.
Yeah, thank you very much. So feel free to join my Telegram group. I'm gonna, you got my Telegram ad. I have a link in my bio, or Arthur can share the link after. I do weekly Q&A calls. Feel free to join them and ask the same questions there. Totally for free. I do not sell you anything. I do not want you as my clients if you do not want me. So it's, feel free to join and just hit me up if you have any question. So I'm gonna answer one more question. If you were to start over all again, what would be the best way to get a creator? So, I mean, I am not an agency, but I can tell you, just in general, if you have good values, being professional, and you are a professional, you are different, you have something different than anyone else inside the market, then it's going to be much easier for you to get clients. You should be good at sales, and if you have assets for a company such as like a website, for example, can be very beneficial. A proper website where you do search engine optimization. Just think of you like your agency is a real company, and you should also project this kind of image toward creators, and it will become much more interesting for them to approach you. So you change up the frame, not doing like boring outreach. That's what I can tell you. Same works as chatting agency. I do have a proper website, making sure you seem like a real business owner, and not one of those pimps from your bedroom or so on. That's really important when it comes to today's market. So hope I gave the value that you all imagined. Thank you very much. And then
perfect. Thank you very much, Lucas, for your intervention and call. It was very valuable for everyone. I will bring and I will put like every links for Lucas in the Telegram channels and in the YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, you can reach him out. Of course, please ask like smart questions and not like every type of question, because the time of everyone is valuable, yours and him. So yeah, make sure everything is good, and see you next week. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Good evening, guys.